welcome to the Crafty Corner. My name is Miss Lisa, and I have another craft for you today. Go grab your supplies and join me here at the Crafty Corner. Today we are going to go on another adventure. And this one is one that I don't think too many of us will actually get to do in our real life, but it's fun to think about. We are going to outer space. All right. So there are some places that you can go to sort of experience this, like space camp. But if you are interested in space at all, you're going to love this craft. So it involves some stickers, which we always love, don't we? All right, so come on down to the library, grab a packet. You're going to get some gray construction paper, a printout of all of our planets, some other things like comets. You're going to get some stars, sticker stars, and you're going to get a little astronaut as well as your black background. All right, so you're going to want to cut out your astronaut and color him up if you want to. You're going to want to put a little face in there, so make sure that he can see out. He's a happy little astronaut. We can color his little boots. Most times I've seen astronauts wearing white, so this doesn't need to be colored up too much, but I'm going to color him up so he's colorful here with his blue boots and maybe his blue gloves, and leave the rest of him white for now. Maybe a blue helmet. All right, so you decide on how your astronaut's going to look. After you've cut him out, give him a little bit of color. That way he'll stand out against the black background as well. All right, there's his little blue helmet. He's ready to go explore space. All right, I have given you this gray construction paper to be the planet that your astronaut is floating over. So planets are round, and so you're going to want to start here in the corner. We're going to go up when we cut and come back down. Now they're not always perfectly round, so if it's a little jaggedy, that's totally fine. So let's see here. I'm going to start cutting up here and come on down. And I made mine fairly nice and round and smooth. So that's the planet, and then you can decorate your planet however you want. Construction paper to construction paper, boys and girls, is best stuck together with white glue. So we're going to do our scribbling again. Wiggle that glue bottle back and forth, squeeze the glue, and let it come out in little squiggles. All right, make sure you get the ends and the corners or it will stick up on your paper. All right, so here's our planet. Wonder what planet he should be floating over today. It can be something totally make-believe, or you can go with a real planet. I'm going to go ahead and glue him down with just some glue sticks since he's just paper. Just computer paper, and stick him about right there. And I think I'm going to, because I like stickers, go ahead and put him amongst the stars. All right, we have lots of books, fiction and nonfiction, at the library about space. So if you want to learn about the planets or learn about astronauts, that would be a nonfiction book because it's telling you facts about whatever you've looked up. But we also do have lots of stories, some fun make-believe stories, some fiction things about space. So the ones I've picked to show us today are the space song Rocket Ride and the Space Walk. So those would look like the pretty fun stories to read. Now, to finish decorating, you have all of these planets. Now, to cut these out, you don't have to cut them exact. In fact, you can make them smaller than they really are just by seeing what I'm doing here is cutting inside that shape where none of the black is even going to show. So there's the moon. And if we're not above Earth, we probably don't want Earth in the picture, or maybe we do. You have plenty of choices. So depending on what color planet you want, I'm just cutting this so that the black doesn't show at all, and just cutting around, and we'll have the planets out in space. The comet is a really cool thing. When I was in school, we called it like a dirty ice ball, that it was like an ice ball that has all, it just is floating really fast through space, and so it's got this tail where it's starting to the ice is starting to melt, and so it leaves this trail behind it, and it picks up some color, and so that looks really pretty out in space. And now, like Uranus with the rings or Saturn with the rings, that would be hard to cut out, but I bet you could get an adult to help you. I think I'm just going to cut out one more. Maybe even the sun, you could just use that one as a planet. But like if I want to use this blue one, instead of cutting out the rings, I am just going to cut it out and just have the blue and white planet. If you want to make some other planets, you could just get some paper and design your own. So there's a couple different planets, and since it's just computer paper, it will easily stick with some glue stick. So just put this planet here and maybe this one up here, and then put the moon up over here. And take the comet and put it over here. All right. Glue all that stuff down. And then you have the big planet that he's floating over. So you can use whatever colors you want. I don't know that we actually have any purple planets, but we do have planets that are the red and the yellows and the orange. And so you can just take your marker and just make big, long, bold strokes across that paper. And you'll be able to color it in and make it colorful and make it a pretty planet instead of just a gray planet. Although you could make it the moon. You could be floating above the moon and just put some craters on it. That would be fun too. Now, boys and girls, I love to see your projects. And so if you make a really neat space scene here, I would love to see it. Have an adult take a picture, put it in the comments here under the Crafty Corner so I can see where your little astronaut is taking his spacewalk. All right. So there we have it, boys and girls. Have fun with it. Be creative. There's lots of things you can do. Make a space scene for this week. All right. Thank you so much for watching the Crafty Corner. I'm Miss Lisa at the Fayette County Public Library. Come on down and get your packet. Have an adventure at the library this summer. Join me again next week. I'll have another craft just for you. Bye now.